Well, it's time to tie up the cantaloupe, watermelon, and cucumbers. They've finally taken off and they're getting a little bit out of control. So that's our job for today. Welcome back. This morning's herbal tea is hibiscus and raspberry leaf and echinacea and raspberry leaf. Here's to your health. First of all, before we start trimming and pruning up these wonderful plants, I have to show you things. Look at that right there. I have blossoms on my peppers. What a happy, happy thing. I know it's a small thing, but I'm so excited. I've never had good luck with peppers, and it looks like this year maybe we might get some. Look right here. Blossoms. These are all sweet bell peppers in here. I did take some seeds from the store of those cute little small sweet peppers. They come in orange, red, yellow, and that's what some of these plants are. I grew them right from seed. So much fun. All right, we got to get these puppies tied up. Not only do we have to get them tied up, but there is the constant job of weeding, which is more exciting in a way in this bed because of the cat scat mats. Every now and then I will find one that I've forgotten and yowie wakes me up, but they have definitely served their purpose. Now that things are grown in so well, I can take them out. And that was the whole purpose of them, to keep the cats out of my garden beds while things grew and filled in. Oh, look. That's a baby watermelon. Small things make me happy, and that made me happy. We are really plagued with bindweed, or wild morning glory. It is such a persistent, invasive, curse, blank. Anyway, it's a tough weed, especially in this long bed. It's this bed, for whatever reason, gets it the very worst. But I will stay diligent and I will keep pulling this stuff out and trying to keep the beds as free as possible from it. I have obviously overplanted these cantaloupe, and I don't like pronouncing the name because it's hard. It's a foreign language. I think it's French. Délice de la table. There. That's one time I'm going to pronounce it for you, and I know that I mangled that up pretty good, but that's okay. I know I've planted too many, and I'm going to have to thin them out. But look down here. You can see all those flowers already. I want to be able to give them enough space for air, nutrition, and sunlight. I make sure that I rewrite my labels when they start to get washed off or faded, because I like to know what is what and what I've grown. All better. I just have to say that I am so excited about this bed, that it is filling in so beautifully and so green. And this is July 10th. See the sweet potato down there? I hope we get some. Even little ones. I just hope we get some. I have this cool gardening stool that one of my sons got me for Christmas. And it has been a lifesaver and come in really handy because of the injury to my knee. I go to the doctor today to see what's going on. And I had to position it here in the bed. It's going to be a little bit tippy. But because of my knee, I can't get in here and sit down on the wooden bed, or that wouldn't be good. So I'm going to try to attempt to set on this without falling over and tie these guys up and film it all at one time. Wish me luck. So far I've decided not to set on this stool because it's too precarious, and I don't know if I can get down here to these cantaloupe. So I'm using it as a support, so that works. I have not made a study of cantaloupes and watermelon and how to trim them, so I'm probably going to do it wrong, but I'm going to do it because it has to be done today. I put on YouTube videos while I'm working out here to listen to them, and I try to learn how to do things right, but common sense would tell me that I just simply need to clean this up down here for airflow and nutrition and sunlight. And so what I'm going to do is take off some of the smaller leaves. I'm not going to go crazy here. We have these growing here. You see that little growth there? I might just trim above it. And then I'm going to try to tie it up and see how we do. Wish me luck. I don't know about you, but I always grow things far too closely because I'm so excited in the spring, and I don't want to have bare ground. I want to have it be full and lush and using all the space that I possibly can. If you feel the same way, let me know if you've had any success in the comment section below. Because of my mischievous naughty cats, I do have a cucumber here that has been displaced. When they were in here, availing themselves of the fresh dirt, sarcasm intended, they have displaced this cucumber here. So I'm going to trace it down. If all the leaves look the same to you, I get it. But just trace it down the stem, and then you can find out where your plant begins. So where does this guy begin? Trying to keep myself from falling off. I did sit down on that stool, by the way. Okay, it is coming right from the source of where the cantaloupe are coming from. Makes it a bit of a difficult thing, but look at that. I don't want to take that plant out. It's doing well. Well, here's the result of my pruning so far. I have no idea if this is successful. Like I say, I'm flying by the seat of my pants with these things, but I've tied up what I can. They're still not very tall. This one seems to be more like a spreading out one, so we'll see if it grows more upwardly or what it's going to do. Here's the watermelon, and I'm still working on the cucumbers, but it's a start. This cucumber plant is seriously out of place because of my dear cats. So it's long enough right now to be able to take and tie up to the cattle panel this far. Because it is spread out all over the place, I am going to trim off this leader, and we'll see if that helps it focus more energy on the other leaders that we have here. So that's what I'm going to do so far, and maybe just to take a little bit of the leaves out in the greenery so it has the energy and the ability to focus it to the rest of the plant. I think that's what I do with my tomatoes, and it stands to reason that would work with this too. I'm going to take this branch off too, because there's just so much growth right now. I don't see how it would be beneficial to leave it here, because it's going to draw the nutrition, air, and sunlight away from the rest of the plant. So off that goes. I might just take off this leaf and this leaf. Now I know you need the leaves to cover the fruit so they don't get sun scald, but I'm just trying to kind of lighten up this plant so that it doesn't have so much greenery, and it can focus more on the cucumbers. And look at these cute blossoms. I'm so excited. There's one up here, just a little teeny tiny baby cucumber. So exciting. That's what gardening is. Trial and error, experimenting, making a note of what worked one year, but then you know what? It may not work the next year. It keeps gardening interesting and varied. Don't you think this looks better? I did cut off even more little branches because I just want this one. Well, we've actually got 3 leaders down here. Not sure what to do with this guy. You know what? I'm just going to be savage and take off that one too. So now it's clean. They're pretty squished in here. There's a lack of space, and that's my fault. But I'm the ever eager gardener who just throws seeds in and say, you will grow. So I think this is looking a lot better, a lot thinner, tidier, more airflow, and we're going to train it right up this cattle panel. That's why I wanted to so badly to be able to grow the vining crops here on this cattle panel. Not only the cucumber, melon family, but also the sweet potato down there that's doing really well. Isn't it pretty? I might train one to go up that part of the cattle panel, but also it can spill over the sides. So we'll see how that works out. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning and the sun is really getting strong. Here is a cucumber that I tied up about a week ago, and it seems to be happy. It seems to be settling in and liking the vertical growth. So I'm excited about that part. Now to tie up these cucumbers here. Well, I'm finished with this side here, and I'm quite pleased with the way it came out. It's much cleaner, clearer. There's much more room for airflow and for sunlight and water to get through to these plants. I weeded as I went. It looks a lot better. But now I have the other side to do, which will be another day. It's starting to get hot already. It's going to be 108 here today in central Idaho, and yeah, that's hot. So I might do a couple of other chores, make sure the animals get fed and watered. Always keep water, 2 bowls of water for your animals during this terrible heat. That will help keep them safe. I hope you have a lovely day. Please get outside and enjoy it while it's cool. Be careful when it's hot. Make sure your animals have lots of water. Try to do things in the house. Work on things you need to do, like inventorying your pantry or considering what you're going to do for food storage and prepping and self-sustainability, and maybe do some sewing. Work on things in the house and do it joyfully. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.